guys, today we're going to share with you guys about our service yard. So for our service yard, honestly we hadn't done much. It's actually very minimal because we really want to keep it simple. So it's not just about the renovation, but it's also the selection of the different items and the appliances. So for most HDB flat, the service yard is usually at the back of our kitchen area, but sometimes we just neglect it, like we don't really plan how we want to renovate it. Like we don't have so much ideas as compared to our living room or our bedroom. So our first tip is for you to find ideas by looking for photo inspiration online. And for this, you have to check out Home Trust. So Home Trust is Singapore's trusted community website that helps to offer advice and reviews from homeowners in engaging and hiring their interior designers. And not just that, they have this particular feature called the photo inspiration. So check this out. So we can click right in and you can see all the interior design photos categorized by spaces, features, and even style. So for spaces, you can select service yard. And yeah, here you go, all the different kind of ideas that you can get, how you want to actually renovate your service yard. And you can see these are also from different interior designers. You can click in to see their review and even click to inquire. Or alternatively, you can also use this feature on their homepage, whereby you can actually key in your house type. So for example, a 4-room HDB, and then you can select your budget, and lastly, your preferred style. And then you can do a search for the best interior designers that cater to your needs. Then you can click right in to actually read their reviews and check out all their latest project, on the website itself. So after looking at all this photo inspiration, you kind of get like the look and feel you want for your service yard, but you can't really just like copy wholesale and then adopt it for your own renovation, because they fulfill the need of the homeowners, but the needs might not be the same as yours. So the question to ask yourself is, what are you planning to do in your own service yard? So the common use for it is definitely the washing of your clothes and drying off your laundry. And some of you guys might also want to do the folding of your clothes or even ironing in the service yard. But for us, we actually prefer to do it in somewhere of a bigger space and better ventilation. So we actually will bring our dry clothes to our living room, and then we will actually do the folding using this surface on our leather sofa. And we also do the ironing outside, because it's so much area that squeezing ourselves in a service yard, for example. So after answering this, you kind of know, what kind of space you need to do your stuff. Like, do you need like a workstation for you to fold your clothes? Like, do you need a space to keep your ironing board? So these are really very important to plan ahead before you start your renovation. And next up is regarding the storage space. So before you jump into it and saying that we need a lot of storage space, I think it's also for you to plan, like what do you actually want to put in your service yard. So on the list, of course, you're gonna have your washing powder, your detergent, and then yes, your laundry bags are very important as well for you to separate your clothes for washing. And for drying, most likely you're gonna have your clothes pegs and then your hangers, for example. And then some of you guys might be putting your ironing board here, your cleaning supplies even. So you really have to plan out what are you planning to put in your service yard, so you can understand how much storage space you actually need. Alright, now so you have covered the aesthetic part, by looking for photo inspiration, and then the functionality by planning ahead, what you need to do, what you need to store in your service yard. And then now you have to bring in the third item, which is your budget, and you kind of have to balance out these three items. And this is why we actually kept our service yard very minimal. So initially, we did actually want to do built-in carpentry here to create a workstation. But in the end, we were trying to cut down on our quotations, so we decided to just scrap it because it was not necessary for us. But it might be for you because you might want to do your folding of your clothes here, or you need a lot of storage space. So it's really up to you to balance out these three items. So in the end, we do not have any fixture in our service yard. So we literally start off from a blank canvas. So this comes to our fourth tip, which to actually go compact, by getting solutions that actually minimize the using of the floor space. So the first item that we get is actually this multi-tiered laundry basket. So it's actually stacked up with 3 layers. So this can be found actually quite commonly on a lot of online shop and even physical shop. I'll just leave my shopping link in the description below. So we actually use it at the top to put, you know, our fabric softener and our detergent. Then this layer is all like the laundry bag and the clothes pack. Then we have our hangers here. And lastly, this is the one that we actually use to put our clothes after, our dry clothes after drying. You know, we actually put them right here and then we bring it out to the living room to do the folding. So this is another solution to go compact. So this is our collapsible pail. So when you're not using it, right, you can actually collapse it into like this very small and slim looking thing. And if you need to use it, right, you just have to, you know, push it open. Yep, like this, and it can become a pail. So another tip from us is to get a sliding door to maximize space. So this is really good if you're going to get a door for your service yard. We would definitely recommend to get sliding doors as compared to other designs. Some of you guys will be asking, you know, why do you get a door to actually separate your kitchen and your service yard? Okay, first and foremost, we actually hacked away the original HDB door and as well as the bifold window. This is because we don't really like the design and wanted to get something full glass to allow more sunlight to come in. So as you can see, my kitchen is actually pretty dark. My hands are like having a lot of shadow, so we do need like the sunlight to come in, you know, from the service yard. So this is why we actually changed away the doors. I mean, firstly for the design and then also to get more sunlight coming in. But we didn't wanted to hack away everything and then to join it with our kitchen because we were still afraid that if we do any cooking here and then when we have laundry up there, you know, we will have like oil and smell on our clothes. So we still wanted to have a separation. That's why we opt for a door, but we recommend you to get a sliding door. For a sliding door, right, you really take out very minimal floor space because all you need to do is just to slide it in here. As compared to if you get like a casement door or like a bifold door, they will actually eat into your walking space and your working space here when you're doing laundry. Yeah, but for this, it's very clean and like there is really like maximizing space here. Since we are not actually hacking away the wall, so we can't really like, you know, extend our kitchen to our service yard, but we can kind of do so visually by using like the same tiles. So these help to do the visual extension. So we're using a matte grey tiles here. So this helps to actually connect these two areas, which is the service yard and the kitchen, very seamlessly, and this is actually done so throughout the entire living area. And for the choice of paint as well, so we got our ID to paint this piping same color as like our kitchen. And now coming to the electrical appliances, so our tip is for you to get a front load washing machine. So front load means that you actually put your laundry from the front, and then you also have the top load options. So there are a few factors why we actually choose a front load washing machine. So there's a water efficiency, fabric care, for example. But I will leave it up to you to actually read up because different model has a different spec. But what we really love about our front load washing machine is that we can actually use the top of it to actually dry our rack. So this is like some sort of like a workstation for us. And if you ever get a dryer, you can actually stack it on top of it. But one thing to like the high side is that, you know, we have to bend down to get the laundry. So yeah, you know, this can be something that you want to consider as well. And talking about the dryer just now, we don't have a dryer, but we have got ourselves a Steigen. So the Steigen is actually like a laundry system. So the one we have right here is the Solar Ultra. So we got it in white in color. So let me show you. So there is like a switch right here that we will on it. Yeah, and then they have this particular remote that we can actually use it to bring it down. So you can bring it down to your eye level, so somewhere that is comfortable for you to do your laundry. So we won't go into details about the technical stuff of the system, and because there's a lot of things you can read online, and there are also reviews about it on YouTube. So I'll just share with you my thoughts about using it for like the last 3 months or so. So initially I was quite skeptical about the system because I didn't have it at my parents' house last time. So and then we did the drying fine. So I just feel that like it might not be something that is necessary. It might be something extra that we want to have. But moving in with my husband, I think it's a bit different because of our lifestyle. So both my husband and I, we are working and we are going back to office almost daily now. So we only get to do our laundry at night, and then we hang them up at night. And then the next morning when we go to work, obviously we have to close up the service yard. So there is no chance for our clothes, to get dried using natural sunlight unless it's over the weekend and we are at home. So the Steigen is very useful for us. I have a bonus tip for you guys regarding the use of the Steigen. This is not an official one that is endorsed by the brand, but we heard it from our friend. So the system actually emits like a solar heat to dry up the clothes. So what we do is that when we on it at night, right, we actually close down our zip track to make an enclosed space. But we do leave a gap over here for ventilation. And we'll close up the sliding door here. So it's kind of like a greenhouse effect whereby we trap the heat inside. So what we heard that is it will help to actually dry the clothes faster. So you can try this out yourself to see whether it works for you and it makes your clothes dry faster. And we mentioned about our zip track, so this is our last tip for you guys. So definitely we recommend you guys to build like a window or some sort of protection for your service yard because of like the wind and the rain, etc. So there are a few options. So commonly used will be like the windows, or you can get a zip track like us. And the question would be, why we actually pick this over like regular windows. So one good thing we love about this is the flexibility. So we got ours from Legate. It's called the Ultra Zip, and it comes with like a remote control like this, whereby you can use it to bring up and down your zip track. So you can actually pause it at like any height that you want. So for example, I can keep it at this height, which is good enough. For example, I just want to have some wind and some light coming in. At the same time, I want to have some privacy because right outside my service yard is actually the common corridor. And if you want to, you can actually open it up fully like this. So it's good for us if we are drying our clothes during the day. Because if you get like a window, right, definitely you will have one fixed panel either on this side or this side. But getting a zip track like this, you can have like the full thing up. So there are different color as well as like the different density in terms of like how thick you want this to be. So you can check out their showroom. And they will let you know that, okay, this is actually not 100% waterproof. So for example, if like the wind is very huge and the rain is very heavy, right, there might be the situation whereby there is actually water coming in. Yeah, but one good thing about our use of this service yard is that the angle and the position are just nice. We don't really get a lot of like heavy rain coming in. And in terms of installation, so this works by electricity. So you definitely have to connect it to a power point. So you do have to cater one for it. So we got ours from Legate. So they will come down before the installation itself to do the measurement. So they'll make sure that everything is the correct length. And doing the installation itself, definitely be good if you are around, so you can check through like all the corners and make sure like the silicones, all the edges like this. Yeah, to make sure that like there's no seepage of water.